Welcome to Living a Full Life podcast. Join us as we explore health topics that encourage raising healthy children, living a healthy life, and living the best life possible. Now, here's your host.
Have you ever noticed that being tired has become almost a personality trait? We joke about needing coffee to function, wearing our exhaustion like a badge of honor, and surviving on energy drinks just to make it through the day. But here's the question: is this even normal? If you're waking up tired, crashing in the afternoon, relying on caffeine just to function, and collapsing on the couch every evening, your body is trying to tell you something. Today, we're going to talk about why so many people are exhausted and why the answer is almost never just get more sleep. Welcome to Living a Full Life podcast. I'm Dr. Enrico Dolcecore, and this week, we're talking about why people are so exhausted. This might be you, it might be someone you love. We do have an energy epidemic. It's been happening since the 90s. Do you wake up tired, need coffee before you can function, hit a wall around 2 p.m., have no energy left for your spouse or your kids, sleep 8 hours but still feel exhausted? Fatigue isn't a diagnosis, it's a symptom. The goal is to identify why. I feel like chronic fatigue syndrome is kind of like a scapegoat for doctors that have been trying to help people, and then they just like, listen, we can't help you. You've got chronic fatigue. That's a symptom. They're just saying you have, chronic symptom. It's not really a diagnosis. We got to figure out what's causing it. And here are the 8 biggest energy killers that I'm going to surround this podcast with. Poor sleep quality is obviously number one. This is how we regenerate. This is how we rest. But there's things that can happen during, before, or after sleep that can hinder the sleep optimization. Things like sleep apnea, snoring, alcohol before bed, screens before bed, inconsistent schedules. Are you getting restorative sleep? That's what you need to ask yourself. I think the biggest thing is screens before bed. Since televisions have been invented, even black and white, it's become a tradition in homes to watch TV in the evening. And we turn them off and we go to sleep. Some people fall asleep while watching TV, those screens. It's become cultural almost. So that's the first issue. Before that, you would just be exhausted and go to sleep. Now we have these things that slowly get us into sleep that may not be the best for us. So prioritizing sleep is huge. And we need to have the right wind down time. And this can be 30 minutes before, 60 minutes before bed, winding down properly and setting up our sleep for success. Number 2 is chronic stress. Stress keeps your nervous system in go mode. You're stuck in sympathetic. And it's hard to rest and swing into parasympathetic when we're stuck in that sympathetic stress mode. This puts our cortisol higher than it needs to be. We're constant fight or flight activation. We have difficulty relaxing in that state, and we just build mental fatigue 24 hours a day. This ties back to nervous system regulation. We can deal with the things of everyday stress if our nervous system is regulated well. We'll circle back to that in a second, but that's number 2. Number 3, blood sugar roller coaster through the day. We don't eat. We get hungry, we eat, and we make the wrong choices. High carbohydrate, high sugar, high fat, low protein. Our pancreas goes berserk. Blood sugar goes out of control. And we wonder why we're living around 200-300 level blood sugars, blood glucose levels, and we come crashing down. That crash afterwards is what you feel with the crash. So we use these energy drinks, these things that just end up crashing our nervous systems. So I call it the blood sugar roller coaster. A sugary breakfast, too high in carbohydrates, large lunches, energy drinks, processed snacks, sugar, candy, chocolate. We wonder why we crash. So focusing on whole foods, whole food breakfast, lunch, and dinners gives us space and time to have other foods. Loss of muscle. Muscle isn't just for looking good. It improves blood sugar control, metabolic health, strength, energy reserves. The less muscle we have, the harder everyday life can feel. Number 5 is nutrient deficiencies. Common examples of nutrient deficiencies are iron, especially in women, vitamin D, vitamin B12, magnesium. Uh, Not everyone needs supplements. Don't go out and get these, vitamin D, vitamin B12s, and magnesiums just because you think everyone's low on it. We want to evaluate when these symptoms persist. So if we have these deficiencies or we have symptoms around these deficiencies, getting them checked is better than just adding these things to your diet. Whole food diet will cover most of these, but if we miss some things, this is where we get into deficiencies. Hormonal changes can happen too. Men, lower testosterone as we age. Women, perimenopause, menopause, thyroid disorders. These things can all creep up on us. So we have to encourage everyone to seek medical evaluation. Your annual wellness checks is where these things are mainly checked. Your thyroid, your metabolism, your red blood cells, white blood cells. These things are all checked on your wellness checks each and every year. If you don't have a PC that you do this with, I encourage you to get your lab work every year, every 12 months, to just keep an eye on these things. And then if we find deficiencies or find issues in the blood work, we should be doing the blood work every 6 months, not every 12 months. That's how the logistics work for wellness checks. Dehydration. This is a big one we don't think about a lot, but even mild dehydration can affect mood, focus, physical performance. Staying constantly hydrated can actually counteract fatigue. Many people confuse thirst with fatigue. So just by keeping hydrated, that's how it works. Filtered water is the best. And adding a little bit of salt to it, or lemon or citrus or something that it creates an electrolyte balance in there, is how we stay hydrated. If we just drink purely filtered water, we may not be getting the salt content we need from that. And it all depends on your diet as well. So drinking water throughout the day and having whole food meals, great combination in staying hydrated. And then you're constantly on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You're just constantly on phones, notifications, emails, social media, streaming, news. The brain rarely gets any downtime. We're constantly plugged in. You wake up, there's noise, you read something, you watch the news, you get into the car, you listen to the radio, music, you get out, you go to work, the radio's playing in the background, you got screens, you're reading emails, you're doing work, you're talking to people, you're looking at phone notifications on your phone, you got your device on your wrist. The notifications keep coming in. People have like a reflex to check these things every time they come in. By the time they get home, the TV's back on, music's playing, we're listening to podcasts, we're making dinner, we go to sleep, we watch movies, Netflix. I mean, it's just, there's no break. There's no quiet. There's no quiet. People almost get a little anxious when things get too quiet. When they go into a peaceful room that has no screens and nothing and no distractions, they almost get a little too quiet. Some spas have the wet pods where you can lie down. It's complete silence and it's dark. About 30% of people freak out. They can't last in there for 10 minutes because it's just too quiet, which is odd. That's an odd response when you finally go into a neutralized position that quickly swings your nervous system. That's what's happening in that moment. When you get into a dark, quiet place, even for 30 seconds or a minute, it's so different from the stressful sympathetic environment that you're in, that as your body quickly decelerates, that's causes anxiety, causes almost like a response. Your body's like, what's happening? How are we dying? What's happening? Like, what's going on? Why are we winding down so quickly? So it could be a big change, but if we make it a routine somewhere in our home, or sometime like the wind down at night, between 9 and 10 p.m. or whenever you go to bed, and you just turn off the screens, no music, no earphones, no ear pods, nothing going on, and you just start to wind down with quietness and dim lights, or even turn off the lights, and then go to bed, or even lie in bed for the final 10 minutes and just kind of relax. You swing from that sympathetic to parasympathetic a little bit more gently, and you don't get that swing, and you'll get more restful sleep. So creating that habit at night just makes sense for most people, unless you're a shift worker or a nurse or police officer where you have odd shifts. You just kind of find time for that. But we're always going. And some people are like, well, I go to the gym to unwind. The gym, bright lights, music blaring, stressing your muscles, that's not really unwinding. It's a good thing, but it's not unwinding. Could it be something more serious? Sleep, when we go through diagnosis, could it be more sleep apnea, thyroid disease, iron deficiency, diabetes, depression, chronic infections, certain medications? All of these things play roles in how we overall affect. So things that we're doing to take care of ourselves can counteract how we function as well. Persistent or worsening fatigue deserves a conversation with a healthcare professional, especially if it's accompanied by symptoms like unexplained weight loss, chest pain, fainting, or significant shortness of breath. Now we're coupling some severe symptoms with fatigue, especially fainting or unexplained weight loss. Now we've got some other stuff going on. It could be cardiovascular, it could be cancer. We want to be on top of those things as well. But fatigue in general as a symptom doesn't warrant you to go out and get checked for cancer immediately. It just is an early sign of the body fatiguing, and it's usually to the external stresses we put ourselves through. So how do we get back our energy? That's what you're all listening for. I've got 7 quick tips to get you this energy back. Prioritize sleep. Number 1. Do we have to speak 10 minutes on sleep? Not necessarily. Aim for consistency more than perfection. Set bedtimes, proper bedtime routine, proper bedtime structure. Bedroom is set up for success, and same wake up times. Keep that cycle going. Your body gets into a common circadian rhythm. It's one of the best things you can do for balance in the body is just prioritize sleep. Lift weights. That's number 2. Do something hard. Lift something heavy. Build muscle. Protect your metabolism. Push and pull things. We're designed to do it. We're built to do this. Gyms are great for that. You can do this at home. Push-ups, chin-ups, sit-ups, kettlebells, bands. There's a whole bunch of things you can do at home to push and pull and create some resistance on all your joints. It's great for your muscles. Eat enough protein. The 1 gram per pound of body weight is just a good rule. Getting close to that is great. If you're 190 pounds and you eat 160 grams of protein per day, I think you're doing great. If you're 130 pounds and you're getting 110 grams of protein, you're doing great. That's close. But the average American that's 100 and, let's say 200 pounds is getting less than 80 grams of protein per day. We're not even close on the same page talking about this stuff. People eat 35 grams of protein, full-grown adults. I'm like, what are you eating? What is happening? Are you eating popcorn for breakfast? Like, what is happening? I don't get it. How do you get that low protein? It's tough. And then once you start getting that, you realize what you need to eat to get there. Eggs and chicken and turkey and beans and lentils and fiber and all these things start to become priority because of protein. The best way is just start your day with a protein-rich breakfast. I think I've eaten the same breakfast for the last 4 years straight. It's just the same thing. Half a carton of egg whites, 15 tablespoons of egg whites, an egg or 2 in there as well, a little bit of turkey breast or chicken in there, and it equals out about 55 grams of protein every morning. That's my little omelet egg thing, a piece of toast with some peanut butter on it, some oatmeal if I want on it with some blueberries or some Greek yogurt, with some berries in it, all around 55 grams of protein when I do that. What a great day to start. What a great way to start to get 30% of your protein for the day right off the bat. Now you've got lunch and dinner where you can prioritize, chicken salad, steak for night, or ground beef or ground turkey or whatever you're doing, turkey patties, whatever it is. You can now prioritize your lunch and dinner to hit those goals. 50 grams of protein is not hard to eat. 100 grams of protein in a meal is hard to eat and hard to digest and hard to absorb. So there's a certain ratio there that's hard to get to as well. So those 3 square meals a day is a wonderful rule. You can do 4 meals, you can do 5 small meals a day. However your day and work is set up to make you successful, that's the way to do it. Walk every day. Movement often increases energy rather than draining it. Walk every single day, 10,000 steps minimum. Drink more water. Stay hydrated. A simple habit that many people overlook is hydration. Drink your 2 liters of water every single day. A simple habit that many people overlook is the taking time and breaks away from technology. 30 to 60 minute without notifications can help your mind recover throughout the day. Taking these 30-minute breaks, just not going for a walk. Guess what people do? They put in their headphones when they go for a walk. Can't even go for a walk and listen to the birds. They need to go for a walk and listen to a podcast or music. That's not relaxing. Listening to Ludacris in the background is not going to help you relax. Listening to Andrea Bocelli in the background is not going to help you relax. Listen to the damn birds. Like just go for a walk. And then manage your stress. Manage your stress. Prayer or meditation can be huge tools. Stopping and breathing, time outdoors, quality time with your family, exercise can count as managing stress, and saying no when you need to say no. No, I'm tired. No, I need a break. No, this is my time. No, just no, period. Being good at saying no. Your body wasn't designed to simply survive from one cup of coffee to the next. Energy isn't something you buy in a can or a coffee shop. It's something you build, no matter what your age is. If you've been feeling exhausted, don't ignore it. Fatigue is often your body's way of asking you to slow down, recover, and address what's out of balance, not a weekend getaway for a vacation. It's telling you to just get your life back in balance. You don't need a perfect life to have more energy. You just need to start making choices that help your body recover instead of constantly asking it to do more. So I challenge you, do your energy audit right now, this week. Rate your energy from 1 to 10 each day. Write it down on your phone just for 7 straight days. Get your sleep from 7 to 9 hours each night consistently. Do it for this straight week, all 7 nights in a row. Eat at least 25 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast, at least. Just change your breakfasts up to hit that goal. Walk for 20 to 30 minutes daily. Drink more water and put your phone away for 1 hour before you go to sleep. Set an alarm for 1 hour before your bedtime on your phone that makes you go and charge it. Plug it in, step away from it, and do that for the next 7 days. Right now, today, don't start it tomorrow. Don't start it next Monday. You start it today. 7 straight days. And in 7 days, report back and just see what you see in your energy, just in your energy. If your energy improved by just 20%, how would it change the way you show up for your family, your work, and your own life? If you have any questions, info@fulllifetampa.com. Share, follow us on all the mediums, on YouTube, like and subscribe. Stay well, stay healthy, and catch you next week.
Thanks so much for tuning into this episode of Living a Full Life podcast. If you're enjoying the show, please feel free to rate, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. That helps others find the show, and we greatly appreciate it. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next episode.